catch you one more time. I really wanna.
Today, guys, I'll be rating on the update from D to S, and I think for the telescope, I'll be putting it. I call it on A because a I'm liking that they're adding it. I wasn't that much excited about it for the for the for the axolotl. I'll be putting it in A also for the same reason, and for the for the glowing squid, I'll be putting it in the call it and the S tier because I pretty much this is all based on my opinion, and but I put it on S tier because I voted for it and I really wanted it to be added. If I forgot a few of them. Let's call it yeah, I think I just need this. I think this is the I think I just need an anvil. I actually forgot one. Snowy snow you or snow. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Snow, snowy or snow. Be putting that in and see. This is called it. I call it and kind of liked it, but is as one of them that's up there. And then let's go with the anisite. And anisite will be call it and no, it will be in this is okay, I'll put it in B because I liked it, but so far I actually okay, I'm pretty sure that this makes the telescope if we call it it might, if I remember correctly, friend, this might make the telescope might. But I call it this is where okay I can say D don't really like that much. This is like iffy. This is somewhat call it and then like it that that I like that, and what I extremely really wanted to add sooner. Call it call it there. Yeah, they're gonna add call it pretty much kind of wireless redstone with the vibration with I forgot what the block's name, but I know there's gonna be put an S here because the I'm using this channel. It's mostly about mostly times about redstone capture hatches and all that. At next is copper. Wrong button. Putting copper in and call it and B. Yeah, call it I would put it in A, but I call it. I don't know. If it's gonna have a bit more uses or anything like that. And because I already know it's gonna used to be used as lightning rods. The award on button again. Now let's put the award in it. The warden's right here. And the reason why I put an 8 here, I call it is that I like I like it, but I call it as much as I like these two, but they may have more call it uses, and then I call it when the update comes out, I'm gonna put them back in this rating them again when the call it, update comes out, because we can know how they can be more about the blocks, and I can give a newer opinion about each of the items and things. Now we're going to select heights. It's like mites. And we're putting this at over here because they call it I see, because you can get water without they call it you can get water without a water source, and they call it this might be good for we call it I don't know what to call it, because I know that so that select mites call it come from the ground. Yeah, I'm pretty sure was one of them that I call it where you fall on top of it, you take damage. It's depend and not without call it what do you call it, without if you fall onto them, if you touch them, and you don't take damage. You need so it'd be good for grinders, mob grinders, and all that stuff. If you want to defend your base and all that. Now it's time to rate. And we'll be rating the cave update. Of course, everybody's gonna put this as this S tier, because I mean I'm one of those people that aren't in the Minecraft community where they ain't waiting for a cave update, and they just want more utility and functions into the game. So I'm one of those people. I don't really care about the cave update that much. Actually, but I call it, and because I call it now how I saw it, the cave update, I actually really liked it, and I actually really wanted the update to come out sooner. Now this is, yep, now goats. We're reading goats as this, because I call it the only reason is I'm putting it down here is because called it called the thing is that I don't really like the goats. They're on the they're on the iffy side, and I don't like it if you can if there's some type of special drop to the goats, or if the goats are rideable. That's, but we don't know any of those stuff, so that's why it's down here. And we already have snowy or snow. I think I remembered about one. Let me see if I can remember any of the other. Oh yeah, I mean we just get, where's the lily pads? There's the lily pads. Call it, I'm gonna put this as the green. Put it for green caves because it's called it as much reason I call it a green place because I can't remember what it was, what they were called, but I call it be putting this in the here because they call it the reason why it gives it and put it as tier B is because they call it, they have, what do you call it, I've it's very, call it on it's very unique, and call it, it's not just like a cave, like a normal cave. It actually has lush green and some other stuff added into to make it unique. Unique. The reason why I put a throttle on A is because they call it we finally actually have a, call it a entity that helps you on in underwater battles. Something that the dog can do. And if I don't know about it, I don't know if we call it, if you can actually call it have ocellatos on land. Call it, if you can't, it might be the, I know I'm kind of deciding because you can't, you may not can't, others can't not go on land. So if that's the case, it's gonna stay at A. But if they can't go on land, pretty much there's just a replacement to dogs entirely. Yeah, and if that's the case, if you just replace dogs with also then I would just put them in S tier. It's, but they also make them kind of rare because they only grow in a specific you call it biome, or like spawn in a specific biome in the cave. Remember correctly? So yeah, this is going to be all for this pretty much for this video that I'm pretty much just put all of in my opinion of tier in a tier list. So call it the only reason why I put snow here is because you suck, and it's like a scaffolding block, and I put goats here because did I really put goats on there? Let me see what. I don't know. There actually has no name. Oof. Forgot to put the name tag. No, rename that. But this is goats. For everybody to know. The reason I put goats there is because it can backfire. Alright. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. See you later into the next video.